Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today we are going to make a lovely little umbrella or a little parasol, and I think they are really cute. Some of them I have made into little clips. Now this isn't a paper clip, it's a little hair clip. Now they're called crocodile clips, and you put sort of like little bows and stuff on there for hair, but I thought they would be lovely on the back of these. Then you could pop it onto like a little gift bag. You could clip it onto the front of one of your little journals. A little shabby journal would look nice. So they can be made into all sorts of things, or just left plain. You can pop it into a little pocket, or all sorts of things you can do with them. But I think they are lovely, and they will go lovely with the little hats and fans, and everything should mix and match now. Quite simple to do. And I think they are so sweet. I'm going to show you how to make this one today, because I like this one. It's sort of like just made out a little bit of lace, a few little bits of the of course the rose trim, and a little metal hook like that. So this is a really nice one to make. So I'm going to show you how to do these. This was my very first one I did, so I've just popped a little top on it, little bead on the top of that, so it's a different sort of style, but I quite like the one with hooks on, so they can be made into all sorts of different sizes. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. I'm going to make it out of some of this lace like this. So this lace is just under 3 inches width, but of course I've made these out of just different fabrics so you could have a look. So we've got lace, we've got cotton, I've even made this out of some cheesecloth. So you can make them out of all sorts of things that you've got, even like little bits of leftover. Now you want to sort of like cut yourself sort of like half a circle. Now I got this, I just sort of like folded it up and cut a little circle out of it, but you can get something, say maybe like your seam, your hug snug, and draw around it. So that's roughly the same sort of size, like that. So let me just give it a quick measure. Where's my ruler gone? What did I do with that? Let's have a look. Let me use this one. So this is, that's no good, is it? That's in centimetres. We want to do inches for you. Here we go. So it's about 5.25 inches roughly, I think, or 5, maybe 5.5, like that. So what I've done, I've just cut half the circle and then folded it in half. But you can put it on there and cut it out, but it's easier to sort of fold it in half and then fold your lace or fabric in half. And you want to pop the folded corner onto your folded half there like that. Pop it on and then just cut around it like that. Okay, so you can obviously use whatever fabric you got, but I think the lace just makes it look really pretty, really nice and shabby. So then you end up with sort of like half a circle like that. So the wire that I've used on here is garden wire. Now this is what I've used. This is galvanized wire. Now I just got this from the garden centre. It doesn't tell me what gauge it is, but it's 1.5 millimeters. So if that's any good to you, and I probably will cut about 4.5 inches off here. Okay, but you can sort of measure it when you've made your actual cover for your umbrella. So that's about the right size. I'll pop that to one side for a minute. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take the two ends. Now you want to make a cone. Okay, so you just take the two ends and stick them together like that. Okay, so you end up with this lovely cone shape. So I've just used some 3-in-1 to do this. So I'm going to, let's make it just go from, oops, there's a bit too much, just a little bit down the end, and then you want to just turn it over, put the top end together first, and then just go down. That's a little bit easier to do. It will stick. like that, and then you've got yourself a little cone. You could probably make these out of paper or felt or anything, but paper you'd have to sort of like fold it more, so you'd have, when you wrinkled it in, you'd have to fold it. Okay, so excuse me, my phone is going. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so we've got a lovely little cone like that, so that's really simple to do. So what I'm going to do now is just take your piece of wire. Now what you want to do is just make sure it's the right length for you. So pop it to the point and up like that. So it's just sort of like, let's have a look, maybe 1.5 to 2 inches higher than the end of your fabric, and then you've got enough to sort of like bend over into a little hook like that. Okay, so now we need to wrap this with something. I have a little bit of this nice shiny organza ribbon, which I think works really well with this. Again, use any ribbon that you like, or you might even have some wire that is coloured or something like that. So what I'm going to do is going to pop a little bit of the 3-in-1 on the end like that. Pop the lid back on. I made a little tin, I covered a little tin to pop my glue in it, so I can keep it on my desk, because I keep popping it up the right way and my glue is just not coming out. So I'm going to just roll this down all the way down to the end like that, and you've got a nice little shiny umbrella then, which I think looks really pretty. So right to the end, let me get my scissors and just chop that little bit off. Pop another little bit of glue on the end, just like that, to hold it. Sticky glue everywhere. Then you want to just make sure that that's stuck together, whoops, without rolling apart. Let's just see if that will stay, just like that. Perfect. Now I'm going to put this end inside, so I want another, let's get rid of that bit, so that's all covered nicely. So let's just pop a little bit of glue just on the end there, and I want to pop this into the little tip of here, just like that, just so it's in the tip. Just squash it a little bit. Now where you've stuck it together with the little bit here, you want to make sure that that's sort of on the back. Oops, not making this look very easy, am I? And then that's sort of like your half. So what I'm going to do then, get a little bit more of the glue, just pop it a little way down, just about 1 inch down, and then what we want to do is just stick that to there, just stick it to the back like that, and then we want to just wrinkle all of these up together like that. Quite simple. So you've got a nice, pull it a little bit taut so it's umbrella-y. Now again, you've got the little folds in here, make it look all pretty, and fold it all up. Now again, you can pull it up as high as you like, fold it up just like that. Now what I'm going to do, which I found was the easiest, is just hold that like that. Now I have got a needle and cotton here, and I found the easiest way is just pop the needle through there and just wrap it round, and then you get a nice tight top of it like that, tied it together nicely, because it's really difficult just to tie it with a little bit of ribbon or anything to get it sort of that nice shape. So I'm just going to pop that through like that, and then we'll just snip that off. like that. Pop my needle away before I lose it, and there we go. So that's your lovely umbrella. So it's quite simple, and just find a bit that you like that. So you can have it all puffy out, or again you can just twist them, because some of them are sort of twisted, aren't they, like that, but I quite like it sort of like a bit puffy, little bit puffy like that. Okay, so find whichever bit you want to be the front. These ones on here, let me take a look. On here, all as I've done, I've just added a little bit of lace to the top on these, so you could just stick something around the top if it's plainer, but I didn't think you really needed it on this one, because obviously because it's all pretty and lacy anyway. So that is your basic umbrella. So I think that looks really nice. So let's just fluff that out, puff it out, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my pen like this and just hold it on the end, and then just make yourself the little hook like that. So then we've got the little hook on there. So quite simple. And then what we're going to do, make sure your umbrella is nice and straight. I'm going to find something just to pop on there. So let's have a look through here. I've got all sorts of bits and pieces. I think I might actually go for the yellow. That's nice in springtime, isn't it? Just cut a little bit of the little roses off. A little bit of glue. And then we have a lovely little umbrella. I'm going to put them this way, I think. Oops. Just like that. You've got this beautiful little umbrella, which will look great in one of your shabby chic little journals or something like that. Now, what did I do with those little clips? Let's have a look. I've got one in here, I think. Oops. Squash you back on again. So this is what the clips are like. Oh, glue everywhere. Oops. So they're just the little clips, the little crocodile clips. And again, these are the ones where you just put your little bows and things on like that. So all as I've done, just make sure that's stuck on there nicely, and we can pop a little clip onto here. So you just stick it on the back, and I found that the 3-in-1 glue stuck it really well. So pop a little bit of glue on there. Again, you can use paper clips if you wanted to, but I think these little hair clips are really good because they've got the flat back on them already. So then you just pop that on there like that, stick it down. What I did before, I've got a little peg, and then we'll just peg it on like that, so that will hold it together just while it dries, just like that, just for a minute. And I just think these are absolutely gorgeous and so simple. So the wire I've got was the galvanized garden wire, which is 1.5 millimeters. Okay, so I don't know what, you might have to Google it to find out what that is, but just get a sort of wire that is quite sturdy and that's not going to bend. But I think these are all really pretty, and I'm loving the little lacy one like that. Got a lovely little blue one with a rose. I was just making them out of different fabrics just to give you an idea of what they look like. So that's a nice cotton fabric. Obviously that was the lacy one. This one was just some of this old top that I got in a charity shop, which is sort of like a little netting. Again, this one was some cheesecloth. This one was a little bit of very fine cotton fabric, which is lovely. This was a bit of netting. That was just a piece of cotton fabric again, and of course we've got the little bit of lace on there, which I think look really pretty. And then again, you can just use that, just clip it onto a little bag, on a card, anything, especially if Mother's Day is coming up in America. which is lovely. You could make a little hat to match as well, and a little handbag, little hat and handbag, and I think they would look really, really pretty. Okay guys, well, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do take care. Hope you're staying safe and looking after yourselves, and I will see you all next time. All right guys, bye bye.